Next case we're going to look at is what we call seasonality. Okay, when your data has some type of seasonal factor to it. Of course, the word seasonal to you probably only has one meaning, which is just right around the year. You have the seasons, you have the winter, you have um, the spring, you have the summer, you have the fall, autumn. Um, it's interesting because in some countries there are seasons, but you can hardly tell that there's a change in weather. Especially today when I look at my window. Uh, so seasonality, all it is that we can observe in the data some kind of trend that appears to occur every few periods, whatever those periods are, which are going to be determined by the type of data that you're using. But it's like this little noise, this little inconvenience sometimes that just keeps occurring around the same interval of time, whatever that time is. Okay, again, don't think we're talking about the winter, spring, and summer. It could be something else. Okay, it could be quarters. It could be it could actually be different times of the day. You could actually do it for that as well. So we have data here. The data is for umbrella sales time series. And of course, you are probably already making some preconceived decisions on this one. And then you're like, okay, well, I know when it rains. Well, that's true in Boston, but probably not true in other countries, right? Especially if you're on the southern hemisphere, everything is upside down for compared to us. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Sorry, I had to take a little bit of coffee. So we are going to plot this data. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of data distributed in 4 observations per year, and the observations are going to be quarters. Okay, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 again for the second year. And we have our sales of umbrellas. Let me write umbrella. Umbrella sales. Okay. So as usual, you're going to grab your data. Now I'm going to show you something here. This is a little bit tricky to graph because you are getting Excel confused with 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's confusing to Excel. So we may have to play around a little bit with it, but I'll show you. If we pick, you see the problem? If we pick the same type, I'll do it. If we pick the same type of chart we've been using up until now, which is the scatter points connected with straight lines, you're gonna get this craziness, right? Because Excel is going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is probably great if you're dancing, but it's not great if you're doing data. So this type not gonna work. We actually need to change my type. I actually need just a line chart like this. Okay, so I'm gonna pick that one. Okay, so I select it. All right. Okay. So much better. Okay, we can tweak it a little bit if you want to. Let me make it a little bigger. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. I can change the y-axis a little bit. Okay, 60. Come on. Okay, looks better, 60. All right. So technically, if you look at it, you would say that's a horizontal pattern. That's like the very first one we cover. Up and down, up and down, up and down over some type of an imaginary line. What's the average of this data? The average is 123 is the average. So right there, it looks like a horizontal pattern because it just keeps going and going, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth over that line. But it never goes up or it never goes down, away, and forever. It just keeps bouncing. Well, that might be true. But if you keep looking at the data, right, you see these peaks. Let me send my data to the back because now, see these peaks and these valleys? They look so homogeneous. They look like they're happening in such a predictable pattern. Let's grab an imaginary line, and I'm going to place them right at the end of each year. Well, actually, what I'm doing is I'm going to place a line exactly at each of the valleys in your data. So I'm going to place another one here. I'm going to place another one there, another one there, and there'll be another one right at the very end. Okay, so I just placed these lines right at the valleys in your data. Do you see what's interesting about that? Sales always bottom out on the fourth quarter. Look, fourth quarter, fourth quarter, fourth quarter, fourth quarter, fourth quarter. And you can imagine what we, if we, let me, sorry, what, green? Okay. What if I place a line at the peaks? Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. And right there. Do you see what's going on here? This is data umbrella sales. They seem to peak on the second quarter, always here, 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 and there. And they always bottom out, lowest sales in the year on the last quarter, quarter fourth, 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 and fourth. What we have here is trend with a seasonal trend. We are looking at a seasonal trend here, something that happens over and over and over at specific points in time.